Welcome back, everybody. Excited to share another case study with you where we create a win-win situation with the borrowers on the distressed mortgage loans that we acquire. First, as always, we do have to share our disclaimer, as anytime we're discussing the assets we purchase. Please pause and read this. I'm not going to spend the time and go through and read it. So let's get started. This is a loan in Alabama that was on a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home, and it was a rural area of Indiana, and we were able to acquire it about 40% of what was owed on the loan. The property had a lot of equity. It was approximately about $75,000 property, where the borrower owed $32,000 per month, and they had a payment of $700, but a high interest rate of 8.875%. The borrower was about 8 months behind on the mortgage, and it was about $5,000 for them to catch up for all that past due payments. During our due diligence, we noticed the reason behind the borrower being delinquent was because the borrower was on disability going through cancer treatment. So they weren't getting their full paycheck. They only got a percentage of it. So they couldn't afford that full mortgage payment. But the prior lender wasn't paying attention to this asset and kind of just let it continue to go delinquent instead of trying to work with the borrower. So upon acquiring the loan, we reach out to the borrower, get a better understanding of the hardship. And the borrower, again, was going through treatments, but the borrower was nearing completion. So the borrower was able to beat cancer. So congratulations to the borrower. But during the next few months, the borrower mentioned they could only afford about 50% of their payment. So what we worked with the borrower was what's called a forbearance plan. And this is also called a trial payment plan, where we put an agreement in place to accept certain payments over a period of time. And when they make, if they fulfill that obligation, then we'll modify the loan. And this is what happened in this case, where the borrower, we created that forbearance plan. The borrower made their payments for about 6 months, and then we modified the loan. And what does that mean by modifying the loan is we took that past due amount and kind of rolled it into the balance and brought the loan current. And by doing that, there's no more late fees and penalties. And, people who have credit cards, debt, if you ever get a penalty, it's a pretty, expensive, cost. And on a loan, it's the same thing. And all those fees add up, and it just continues a snowball effect to make it harder for the borrower to afford the payments. So by doing that, the money now will go strictly to the principal and interest. So we modify the loan, and, the outcome of it was, the borrower continued to make their payments. And we were able to do this because we were communicating with the borrower. We got up front, understood the situation, and worked with them to come to that resolve. And by resetting the loan, it gave them a fresh start. The borrower ended up going on ACH payments for us, continued to make the payments. And then after about 18 months, the borrower end up refinancing the loan. We worked with the borrower to refinance, to get them at a lower rate, which lowered their payment. It helps them because they're not paying as much interest. It helps us because we got to pay off on the loan because they would now have a new lender. And by doing that, it allowed us to get about 2.5 times our original investment. So this was a great win for us, a great win for them. And by working with the borrower, instead of getting legal involved and spending legal fees, which get added to the loan and continues to put that borrower behind, when the borrower is willing to work with us and can make the payments, it does create this win-win situation as part of this investment. So hope you enjoyed this short case study. As always, if we can be of any assistance, please feel free to reach out to us. You can reach out to us at invest@7einvestments.com. You can go to a website, 7einvestments.com, or of course, you can call us at 805-410-8577. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed this video.